morning.
What do you want to get accomplished this last week?
Some consistent play. I want guys offense side of the ball take care of the ball and score touchdowns, and on the defense side of the ball, want to play fundamentally sound defensively and take the ball away.
I know as coaches you're never satisfied, but do you feel like you're projecting where you should be at this point in camp?
I do. I think we're a lot further along than we were in the spring, and a lot further along than we were the first day of training camp. Our guys have gotten better, and I know they're probably ready to hit someone else. We got another scrimmage today of them hitting each other. So, but I think our guys have gotten a lot better.
Do you feel like they're game ready yet?
I wouldn't say that. I think we'll be game ready by next Saturday. I don't think you're game ready until you go out and play that game. So by next Saturday, we'll be game ready.
Can you tell that the guys maybe have that anxious energy ready to go hit someone else other than their own teammates right now?
Yeah, I think they fired up about today's scrimmage, to be honest with you.
Today's scrimmage?
Yes, today's scrimmage.
Was that planned or was that?
It's always planned. It's always planned.
What are you hoping to see out of today's scrimmage then?
Guys who's going to show up and show out. Spotlight does strange things to people.
So is this replacing the scrimmage that was going to be on Thursday, or are you scrimmaging again on Thursday?
I don't know where that Thursday scrimmage came from.
Rumors.
I heard something about Thursday too. We're not scrimmaging on Thursday. We're going to scrimmage today, and our guys go out and compete, and we're going to do a good job of evaluating this film, and as our guys get ready for Southern Utah.
Are there any spots, offense, defense, that have really stood out to you as they've progressed the most, or you've been most surprised by them?
Probably always get this answer from me, but I'm really excited about the entire team and in every area that we worked on. And again, we got another week of practice this week, and then next week game ready. So we have time to get even better than where we're at now. But I'm excited where our football team is.
Is today's scrimmage maybe a final tryout for some guys that are pushing right on the edge to start or make the team this year and not redshirt?
For some, again, I don't think you go into the season and just say a guy's going to redshirt. Even after the first game, guys got to continue to work every single day and compete. And if they want to play, then they'll make the plays and do the things they need to do in order to get those positions to play.
Thomas Graham seems to be the name that just keeps popping up day in and day out. Obviously, Hugo and Arion had really good springs, but Thomas, is he a guy that you could see starting week one?
Yeah, I could. Thomas had a good spring too. I think all those guys had a good spring, and again, that's what's going to make our football team better. The more of those guys can step up and compete and make everybody play at a high level, then the better we're going to be as a football team. But Thomas had a great spring. He's having a great training camp, and he's a guy that's pushing to be a starter.
What are you most excited to see when those lights finally come on against Southern Utah?
Dang.
Loaded question.
Yeah. Just want to see our guys go out and play with some passion, enthusiasm, and play smart, tough football, winning football, and guys look like they're having fun. I think if our guys can do that, then good things can happen to our football team.
Did you watch any film from Justin's first start last year against Washington?
Yeah.
What do you see in that quarterback who making his first start of that game?
He was nervous. You see that, but he got those nerves in check pretty quick, and you watch last year and see a young guy like Justin to take care of the football like he did. That was really impressive.
When you're just watching the tape, what gives away that the nerves are gone?
How he responds. I think that's really important when you're watching the quarterback. How he responds to bad plays. The good one's pretty easy. He can just keep playing. It's the ones that can respond to bad plays and get himself back in focus. And I think Justin did a good job of that.
How's Hollins being an outside linebacker?
He's looking good. He's a playmaker. We got to know where he's at all times. I've been really impressed with him. Didn't get a chance to see him much in the spring, but he's gotten noticed this training camp.
Has there been a moment at all in fall camp where you've seen something, from offense, defense, kind of whole team where you're like, wow, this team is on the same page. They got the juice. They're going in the right direction.
Yeah, I see it. I see it quite a bit. We have our days. I think that's training camp, though. You're going to get some of those days, and you want more of those days consistently. But they've been up and down, and like I said, that's part of it. Our guys are. I feel good about our football team and where their heads are, and the way we're progressing as a football team. So, looking forward to next week.
Going into game week next week, are you going to have a two deep of? I know your depth chart constantly changes, but are you going to have a pretty set two deep going into game week?
I'm not sure. I figure we'll start something new. Usually we're innovative, so we might have that moving depth chart throughout.
Do the guys know who's starting and everything like that at which positions, or is that something that you just day before the game, hey, you earned it this week?
It all depends. It'll be moving, so it depends on where it stops during that day. I don't know. You guys will know. They'll know. We'll never surprise them. The guys will know who's going to go in and make plays for us. You guys will know too.
Have you seen the targeting rule? I mean, now that it's been a couple of years implemented, have you seen that change the game and maybe change your coach?
Well, I think you're focusing more on tackling the proper way. And I think our student athletes are more conscious of those targeting rules. Not any of those guys want to get kicked out of the game. So they're more conscious of it, but I just think it's more awareness there right now.
Do you think that the ejection, that as a penalty, do you feel like that's a little harsher, or do you think that's the way to get the message across?
I just feel like it's the rule, so you just gotta abide by the rule. Whatever I feel after that doesn't even matter.
Talk about the special moment you guys had as a team over the weekend.
Oh, that's pretty cool, isn't it? When your mom get to tell you earned the scholarship, I couldn't get any better than that, But Kalana, he earned it. The young man, he's played a lot of football for us. He comes to work every single day, comes to practice every single day. He just loves playing the game, and he's a good kid, and he does well in school. And I say he earned everything he's gotten to this point.
How do you guys put that together?
It was just one of those things. Sit around and think, how can we do something special? And you think about any walk-on when their parents are paying for you to go to school. Say, how could it get any better than that for mom or dad? You call and tell them that you're giving their son a scholarship, and they're excited, and you can hear them yelling in the background. And so it couldn't be even better, for his mom to call him and tell him that. I'm sure he really appreciates that, knowing all the hard work they've done for him to get to this point.
Perfect scenario for him to make that tackle then on that next play.
It was. But we wouldn't expect anything less out of him. He's a linebacker. He better make that tackle. So I don't want any of that to stop now. He, like I said, he earned it, and we try and do that every year. There's a lot of walk-ons that work their tails off to help our football team, and we want to show them our appreciation. And again, what hard work can get you. So proud of them.
At this point in camp, you kind of know what your team's about, and it seems like you're pretty confident in your guys. But what keeps you up at night?
Morgan, daughter. There's a lot, because there's a lot that you don't know about your team, and you won't know until that first kickoff. That first game, you learn so much about your football team, and I think that's again part of the whole process. We've been through the winter stage, we've been through spring ball, so we've been through all those things and trying to change the culture the way that we wanted in those areas now. It comes to the season, where you're really gonna get judged. So just waiting for the first game, and you ask me that after the first game, I'll tell you a lot about our football team.
Coaches like players where they're ready to play, or are you savoring these final few practices to get stuff in?
I'm ready. I'm ready for this scrimmage. It's like a game. It's going to be fun. Seeing our guys compete. You get nervous. Can't sleep. It's football season. It's like Christmas. It's like this whole country get up and excited and vibing. that's how you want it. That's how it should be. You know, we should all be vibing right now. It's football season.
You and the family watched the eclipse yesterday at all?
Yeah, our football family. Yeah, I probably should have. No, I'm not going to say that, but that was interesting.
Still live up to the hype.
Nope. I was so fast, quick. Figure we'll make up a play and call it eclipse. No, it might not be exciting because that. I'm just playing.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Willie.
Coach.